So in this video, I will be demonstrating how we can back up our S3 data in the AWS using AWS Backup Service. In case any disaster happens, like our data gets deleted, we can easily recover our data using the backup service. So I have this bucket created already, so I'm going to try to back up this bucket. For that, first we will have to go to AWS back, Backup Service, this one. So we will have to create a backup plan, create a backup plan here, build a new plan. So in my case, backup plan name will be Craxinno, backup plan. You can give any rule name for this. This rule is like to set the backup frequency and the retention of the backup. So here we can set the frequency, like how frequently we want to back up the data, either hourly, every 12 hours, daily, weekly, all those things. You can also specify a custom cron job here. In my case, we only need the weekly backup. Also, you can select which particular day we need the backup. I'm going to select Saturday here. This can be left as default. When this option is when the backup, in case backup takes too long or failed, it should be completed in 7 days. So within 7 days, if it's not completed, it will be skipped. So the life cycle method, this is the important part. So in case if we need a longer backup, like 5 years, 6 years, maybe in that case we can keep the 3 years backup to the cold storage and rest of the backup in retention. So if I select only 35 days retention, the 35 days, the previous 35 days data will be retained, and it will be keep on overwriting for the next 35 days, so on. So in my case, I only need 14 day, maybe 28 days. So you can also copy the backup in different destination, like different regions with this option. But I don't want to do that. You can also add tags to be able to easily find your backup plan. Advanced backup setting. Yeah, those are the important options. Yeah, one thing we will have to select a backup vault here. There is a default vault. We can select new vault, like there might be different applications we might use for the same account, like uh, yeah, in that case, like we will have to create two different vault for two different application to keep the data separate. So if I create a Craxinno vault, this will be the encryption, default encryption. This is the encryption uh, we will need when we save the data in vault. So this encryption will be, we can also use the KMS encryption from the AWS. So using the KMS service, we will have to create a key, and then that key will be available here. Key name will be available here. We will have to select that key, which that is actually safer than the current option, more secure. Yeah, so if we check the vault now, we can try to refresh. Yeah, it's already there. So this vault can we can select. Vault is the place in AWS where the data, backup data will be stored. I will, yeah, show you after we create the plan. So yeah, that's it, I guess. Life cycle 28, and every week it will be backed up. Yeah, now the backup plan got created. If we go to the backup plan, we can see our backup plan here. Now we will have to assign the resource. This is to tell the backup plan like which resource we want to backup. So in my case, it's the Craxinno bucket. I'll include all resource type. I want to specify which resource type. So this will just back up everything from the AWS service we are using. So there are many options you can back up the EC2, DynamoDB, many things. In my case, I want to back up S3, and here I will have to specify which bucket I want to back up. So this is the Craxinno bucket here, which I want to back up. Exclude specific, yeah, we can also exclude specific folder inside the S3 or particular object we can exclude for the backup. So we just have to select the option and then select the bucket name. Yeah, that's it. Assign resource. Yeah, these are the main things. Yeah, now we have the backup plan. Now we know which resource we want to backup, and on the particular when the particular day comes, the particular resource will be backup and it will be shown in the job section. Once the job gets completed, we will be able to see our backup in our vault. So if we go to vaults, so there is one default vault and the Craxinno which we created. If we click on this one, here we will find our backup. So once the backup is completed, all the process is done, we'll be able to see the recovery point here, and then we will be able to select that recovery point, and from the action we can restore it, and the data will restore to S3. Restoring is like super easy. Now important things is like in case our account uh, gets hacked by any intruder or something, uh, there might be situation where S3 bucket gets like whole bucket gets swiped out and or encrypted maybe. So in that case, we will have to think like uh, if in case like that account has also the access to our vault, he may also able to delete the vault data. So that is also a security concern. So for that, what we can do is there is a feature in vault where we can let me show that. So if we open the vault, that is one more security level we can add in case anything happens for our vault. So basically, this vault data is accessible by any IIM user. So any IIM user can come and delete this vault and tamper anything like modify the data, whatever. Like yeah, the recovery point they may able to delete from here. So that reason to protect or safeguard our vault, there is an option here where we can. One is we can add the policy, like we can specify. maybe like only root user could access the vault. There is one more super secure feature here, vault lock. So how this vault lock works is there is two mode here, governance mode and compliance mode. So governance mode, we can specify any IAM user, like any one user can modify the vault, and in the compliance mode, no one can modify either the, like even the root user cannot delete or tamper the vault. So that's super secure. Oh yeah, we just have to select this mode, and then if we create vault lock, no one will be able to yeah, delete the vault or modify it. So in my case, I may have to delete the vault in future maybe. So I'm adding the access policy. Yeah, so this is the policy we can use. This is pretty much secure. So what this policy says is, for the root user, we allow this access. Either delete vault, delete the policy what we are adding here, or delete recovery point, all those permissions. And we deny the permission for other users other than root users. So non-principal. Same actions are denied for all the IAM other than root users. So this yeah, this policy I'll be adding in the description, video description. So this account ID need to be replaced with particular account ID. Yeah, so I have replaced the account ID. Now if I save the policy, also once I save this policy, I will no longer be able to edit the policy again because I have that mentioned in the policy that I will no longer be able to edit or edit the policy or delete it. So as I'm using the IAM user, I will no longer be able to edit it again. Because if we allow that, the person who has access to the IAM user will be able to edit the policy again, and then he could eventually delete the vault again. Yeah, let's try to save this. Yeah, it's saved. So our vault is protected now. Yeah, we can see the policy here. Now, if I try to edit the policy, maybe try to remove this access, maybe delete backup vault and save. We cannot. So it's working. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.